Well, welcome to my nightshade-free cooking channel. Tonight I would like to be able to show you exactly how to do a simple chicken stock. It's very easy, but because of my wrist problems, I'm going to get my husband to cut up the chook. There we go. So now if you cut up the pieces, while you're doing that, I'm going to put water into the pan. Now I do find it easier to have a, what do you call this? A basket?
Yep.
A basket. It just makes it easier to be able to take out the bones and the pieces of meat once they're all cooked. The reason why I big lot of broth is because we want to use them as bases for recipes. So I cook a big lot up all at once and then I freeze it in cup lots so that when the recipe says 1 cup or 3 cups of chicken broth, I know exactly how much to take out of the freezer. So I'll just put some more water in the pan. Would it be easier, love, if you just pop them straight in there? And I'll keep putting water in. Now it does take about an hour to an hour and a half of cooking, of boiling, so we let it simmer. And while it's doing that, I'll pause the camera and show you and get everything ready for the next stage, and then I'll turn the camera back on. That's looking pretty good. It's been cooking for half an hour now, and it took 20 minutes to come to the boil. So I just turned it down and I'm letting it simmer. This is just a little tip. It helps me in the process when I'm wanting to put food into the freezer, so that I know what is a cup in my container. I put a cup in here, I let it settle, and then I put a line where the water is. And on this one, because I know I'm not going to be able to get a cup in here, I made a mess on the bench again. I do the same thing, because it's got to have a bit of space. When it is frozen, it expands. And when it is hot, you just don't have the ability so you can see the line that I've made. And it's pretty hard to beat. This one has got measurements on it. But when I am putting things in it, I can't see that measurement. And I'm working quickly. So that's the half cup line. Now that I've measured it, I just go ahead and do that on all of my containers now. And then when it is hot and I'm just spooning it in, I know exactly when to stop. It's coming on nicely. Sometimes the level has dropped a little bit, and you make sure you boil the jug and put the boiling water straight in. That way you're not losing too much time with it coming back to boil. Okay, so this just is easy now. Just lift this up, let it drain. And when it is finished draining, it's still dripping, I then put it into the bowl. They're nicely cooked, pull apart, and in the morning hubby will pull it apart because it's getting late. So do you mind getting some more foil, please, Dom? We'll put some alfoil over the chicken and we'll put it in the fridge. Thank you, sweetheart. Touching the pan burns back in the head. Have we got room in the fridge? We'll stick it in the other fridge. This is my gravy separator, and if anybody knows where you can buy glass gravy separators from, please put it down in the comments, because for some years I could only buy plastic ones, and plastic ones are a waste of time and money. You use them 3 times and they crack. But the glass ones, yes, they're more expensive, but this one's lasted me over 10 years. It is really handy. It is so easy to use. You just ladle it in. The oil comes to the top, and I just pour a little bit back in so that the oil that's sitting on the top goes back in and it's not a problem. And then I can just pour the chicken broth straight into my container. And I don't have to worry about the oil. And that is 1 cup. And it's just a matter now of doing all the broth, getting it ready so that I can put it in the fridge overnight and let it cool down, and then put it in the freezer tomorrow. You never want to put it steaming hot in the freezer, even though that saves a little bit of time. It doesn't do the rest of the food in the freezer any good. Because it is so hot, it starts thawing other things in the freezer, shortening their lifespan, because then it refreezes and doesn't have as long a lifespan. And bread's something that will defrost a lot quicker than anything else. And then you can see the difference in the bread when you take it out later, and it's 2 different colours. You can see how it has defrosted around the edges and refrozen. So I just pour that little bit back in. Now these smaller containers will only take half a cup. Even though it will take more, it does help my recipes if I know exactly how much I've got in the container. So that's why I marked the container. It's so much easier As you can see the black mark on the container, then I just fill that to the black mark. No, we're not going to get it out of that one. We're going to have to refill the jug. Now this can be used as a base for gravy, soup or stock. Got it to the level now. And it's no point boring you filling up the rest of them, so I'll just stop the camera. Okay, so that's done now. And put the lids on. Just put them on a tray and put them in the fridge. Okay, so I'll go there like that. These little ones. And tomorrow morning I put them in the freezer. I let them cool in the fridge so that they don't thaw anything else out in the freezer. Well, thank you very much. That's pretty easy. And then later you just thaw out what you want or pop it in a pot and just let it cook straight from frozen. It's easy. This is my chicken broth. I'll be doing more recipes like this to be able to show you how to have nightshade-free, cooking everything from scratch, but it's nightshade-free, so yourself or your loved one, someone in your family can be helped and you can cook nightshade-free for them.